So you can practice at home. Okay, so first, say selling goods and services, also buying goods and services. When we go to Morrison's, we go and buy stuff for us, or we can go and buy some services, like in the garage, we go for service. If you're paying the money straight away, right, then you don't need to give your account name or your personal details or your address or anything, right? You just go with the money to Morrison's and walk out without giving your details. You bring the stuff with you and give the money and walk away. But in business world, we do mostly, all of them are credit sales. Credit sales means we buy now and we pay them 30 days later. Normal term is 30 days. Yeah. If you have a good relationship with the supplier or customer, you might get 60 days or 90 days credit, but normal term is mostly 30 days. So when you ask for, even when you go to Morrison, you pay the money and get the stuff out and you walk away. But if you ask them for credit, right, then they want to know more about you and they want to take your name out. They want to know your address, all these details. So like that, when the credit sales happened, we need to have an account for the customer or supplier. Yeah, we need to get their details, their bank accounts, their business history, how long they are trading, are they credit worthiness. Even we do some credit checks to find out whether this company is credit worthy enough for them to get the credit from us, right? So we do, when we open a new account for a customer, we always check their credit history and give them the credit limit as well. If they are very good customers, being there for long in the industry, then we can give them more credit than a new starter. A new starter company might get the basic credit, and they had to pay as soon as the 30 days limit is over. Yeah. So selling in goods and services, if you pay straight away, immediate payment, that's called cash sales. Even if you pay card, through the card, yeah, nowadays most of the transaction happens through card payments. So even if you walk into Morrison and pay card, yeah, and walk away with the stuff, that's called cash sales. Yeah, because we are paying the cash straight away. Whether we are doing it through the card or we paying through the check, it is called cash sales. Yeah, immediate payment means cash sales. Anything we apply for a credit and pay the bill later on after 30 days, then that's called credit sales. Similarly, for purchases also, same. If you're buying by paying the money straight away by check or credit card, that'll be cash purchases. Yeah. If you're buying on credit for 30 days term, then that's called credit purchases. So if you're buying and selling on a cash sale basis, the business would be easy to handle because we got the money, we give them stuff away, and we got the money. It's easy to manage. But in the real world, we have to give them credit to the customers, because that's the norm. And then when we buy the stuff, we get credit as well from other customers. Yeah. So for that, we need to keep records. Yeah, that's where we are coming into play. The owner has a trust on us as an accountant, because once you qualified with the AAT, you need to be following the principles and policies and criteria to be a member of AAT. So like you shouldn't be doing any criminal activities or money laundering activities, those kind of things. You are prohibited from doing so. If you do that, and then if the AAT find out that you have involved in a criminal activity, then the AAT might throw you out. Yeah, so you need to be very careful. And if you are a member or even student member, you need to behave according to the policies and regulations. Yeah. So so that's why, because you are an AAT member, the bosses of the companies, they have a trust on you, thinking that you would behave according to the AAT principles. Yeah. So the owners have a trust to do all the transactions on behalf of them. Yeah. So we can keep all the track of all the credit we give and all the purchases we do and all the sales we do. So we can keep a track record, and then we can chase after 30 days. Say we sold something today, and when the invoice nearing the 30 days limit, then we can give them a call and get the money to us. So when we get the money, how are we going to record it? Yeah. And then at the end, every year we need to
Hello?
Dan?
Hello, I can't hear.
Yeah,
Here. You just cut out.
Oh. Can't hear anything. Hello? Oh.
Now, Alicia speaking. Hello.
Hello? Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I couldn't hear you. Completely cut off.
Oh,
Yes, then.
Yeah, I don't think anyone heard you.
okay. Speak now. It says I may speak now.
I can hear you now, but I couldn't hear you before.
Is it? Oh, I didn't do anything. Okay. Now, what about Darcy? Deepika?
yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, great. So we go back to the book. Okay. So because we are doing a lot of credit sales and credit purchases, we need to keep a record. Otherwise, we're going to forget, isn't it? How many credits we gave, how many in sales we done, how much purchases we done. So we're going to lose all the records. So that's why bookkeeping coming into play, and there are regulations to follow because of the government rules. We try to keep the records for the organization we work for. So that's the bookkeeping. We're going to learn how we're going to keep the records, because today you'll be doing the bookkeeping for the company, and then you might move on to somewhere else. New person comes in. So if everybody following different ways of doing things, then it's going to be very difficult for the other person to follow through, right? So that's why the accounting bodies like AAT, CIMA, or ACCA, they are here to guide us and give us policies and procedures, so everyone follow the same thing. So if someone left, so a new person comes in, so they can pick it up and carry on. So when we purchase something on credit, we pay after 30 days. Similarly, when we made the sales, the other person's they going to make the payment after 30 days. If they pay straight away, then things would be much simpler and easier. But in real world, it's not that the case. So we need to keep loads of records. Yeah, open accounts for every supplier we have. open account for every customer we have, and then keep recording every transactions happens every day. And then every year we do the financial accounts. Then only we know how much profit the organization made. Then we can submit the accounts to the government as well. Right. So every company, they have bank account. Yeah. If you are running a business, you need a bank account because the customers, they're going to pay to your bank account. Also, when we purchase something on credit, we're going to pay from our bank, right? So we maintain a bank account. That's the bank we open, and then we maintain a cash book in the company we work for. Yeah, every company will have something called cash book. That's equal to the bank account we have. So whatever the money coming into our bank account, we will be recording in our cash book. Yeah. So cash book and bank book, similar thing, right? So we call it as cash book. In our organization, we will have something called cash book. That is one of the book of prime entry. Book of prime entry means in even the computerized accounting system, you can click on the cash book and go there, and you can make entries straight away, right? So that's why it's called book of prime entry. Another area where we can make entries is sales ledger. Sales ledger means once you click on the sales ledger, you can see all our customers listed in there. So you choose whatever customer you want to send invoice, and then make the entry there. So if you go to purchase ledger, click on the purchase ledger, and you can see all the suppliers we have in our books. So you can choose the supplier and then make the entry, enter the invoice which came through by post. Yeah. So 3 areas where you can make entries: sales ledger, purchase ledger, and cash book. Okay. That's why they're called book of prime entry there. So from the cash book, what activities happens? Cash, checks, and electronic payment received from selling goods and services. When we sell goods and services, we get money paid into our account. Okay, so this is the cash book, simple cash book, right? So when we receive money, we enter that. When the money coming into our books or money coming into our bank, we would enter that in the debit side. Money coming in because of sales, we will put that money in here, that side. Okay, so if I and in another column, so this is like a cash book will look like. Debit side. Sales, when the sales happened, you can say £1,000 sales. So that'll be entered in the debit side. Yeah. Similarly, we'll have another column for money going out. Okay. So purchases mean we are paying cash out. Yeah, say we are buying something for £600. So when the money coming in, we're going to put it in the debit side. This is our cash book. When the money coming into our bank, we're going to enter it in our cash book. Yeah, to maintain the similar transaction in-house. Yeah, we look at the bank and see what money came in today. Right, every day we can. When you are working for an organization, they'll give you the access of their bank account, right? So nowadays it's easy. You can go log in and see every day what transaction happened, what money came in, what money gone out from your bank. In the olden days, we should get weekly or monthly